Hi Leo, this is Petra at IndigoTarot.club, and I'm here to do a Celtic Cross Psychic Tarot reading for you for the month of September 2017. I'm also going to pull some extra cards for additional messages or for clarifications from another deck. I've already shuffled and cut the cards, so let's get started. So for you, Leo, I have the Seven of Wands. Energy crossing you, I have the Page of Cups. I feel a lot of passion in that Seven of Wands, and the Page of Cups just adds to it. Basis of the situation, I have the Lovers. Again, more passion. Immediate past, I have the Ten of Swords. Some of you just broke up with someone. Crowning thoughts, I have the Two of Swords. Immediate future, I have the King of Swords. For how you see yourself, I have the Eight of Wands. For how others see you or the energy around you, your environment, I have the Eight of Pentacles. For what you really want, I have the Three of Wands. For the outcome, I have the Knight of Wands. For the additional outcomes, I have the Two of Wands and the Hanging Man. So with the Seven of Wands, for some of you, you're going to have to stand your ground or defend your opinions with someone. It feels like this is going to happen at work. For others of you, it feels like a lot of passion coming in. You're going to be having a lot of sex, some of you with different people, because for those of you that just broke up, you feel like you want to get your mind off your ex, so you're just going to go have sex with whoever you can find or pick up at a bar or something. Some of you are going to be doing that in September. For those of you that do that, for one of you or a few of you, one of those females is going to fall in love with you and become obsessed with you. And this is ahead a few months from now. It's going to get to the point where you're not going to want this person around you because they're going to get so stuck on you. But for others of you, you're just going to have as much sex as you can in September, with, even with some of your girlfriends that are just, friends, just so that you can get your mind off your ex who's really broken your heart. Now, for others of you, you don't want to, with this Two of Swords as your crowning thoughts, you don't want to see anyone. You don't even want to leave the house because you're so depressed because you just broke up with your girlfriend or someone. You just broke up with them. And so you're really not feeling too hot right now, where you're having to make a decision. You feel like you're stuck. You don't know what to do. So I'll pull a card on that one in a few minutes. With the immediate future card, I have the King of Swords. It feels like an older male is watching you. And right now I feel like I'm talking to a younger female. It feels like this older male who could be, some may consider him like a dirty old man type. And he's looking at you really weirdly. This could be at your job. And if you are a cashier and you have this regular customer come in, I think you know who I'm talking about. This person, when they look at you, they make you feel uncomfortable. You're hoping that they don't think that you like them just because you're smiling at them, but you have to smile because that's your job and you're the cashier. But you're trying to figure out how you can get this man to stop thinking that you're interested in him. All you're interested in is doing your job. Okay, so for how you see yourself, I have the Eight of Wands. It feels like some of you are coming out of a depressive state. It feels like you're depressed or you were depressed over financial matters. And I'm focusing on the sun coming out of the clouds, from behind the clouds on this card. So it feels like you're going to have more positivity in September. And the energy surrounding you, the Eight of Pentacles, feels like it's connected to this Eight of Wands. And it has to do with money coming in, more money coming in. So maybe you had to overspend in August. And so you don't have enough money to pay your bills and you're worried. But what I'm seeing here with this Eight of Pentacles is more money than normal is going to come in September. And you're going to feel glad that you don't have to worry about this anymore. Because apparently in the beginning of September, you're going to be really focusing on that. And to the point where you might even lose concentration at your job and make a mistake for some of you. For what you really, really want, I have the Three of Wands. Some of you are waiting for something to come in to you, and it's like a package or something that you ordered. It might be something very expensive, hundreds to thousands of dollars. So I think some of you ordered something maybe on Amazon or eBay or whatever. For some of you, it feels like it's a really fancy PC or laptop. But anyway, so you're going to be real anxious in September, waiting for this package to come in. And for some of you, you have other components, and you're waiting for that third component to come in to complete this package or this model or whatever this thing is that you're building. Maybe it's something you're building outside in your backyard. But in September, you're going to be waiting and waiting and waiting for it to come in. It's going to take longer than normal to get to you. They gave you a certain shipping time frame, and it's going to be longer than that, unfortunately. So for the outcome card, I have the Knight of Wands, which is the moving card to me. Somebody's moving. But the way I'm feeling it here is some young buck is going to come in and sweep you off your feet, and he's going to be real quick. So it feels like if you do have fun with this person that you meet, this really handsome, could be fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, really physical and exciting person, it's going to last. This fun is going to last 3 to 6 months, and then he might move on to something else, okay? For some of you, he's going to be called to work somewhere else in another part of the country, so y'all aren't going to communicate after that. But you are going to have fun with that person. So the cards surrounding this Knight of Wands, I have the Two of Wands and I have the Hanging Man. Some of you are going to have to deal with some kind of problem in your backyard that has to do with ants or some kind of cracks or something in your backyard. And for some of you, there's deer eating your shrubs or something, causing problems in your yard. There's going to be some obstacles in your way for some of you. And if these obstacles feel like people, there's 1 or 2 persons that's blocking you or stopping you from being able to hit a level. And you had no idea that these 2 things were going to pop up, that these 2 people were going to pop up. So it feels like you're having to go through some steps to get something, but all of a sudden these 2 things come in, and now you have to wait for those 2 things, whatever those 2 things are. Important event, and you're going to feel embarrassed and you're going to feel bad because you got sick and there's nowhere for you to go. You have to wait till you all get back to the shoreline. Some of you are going to try to quit smoking in September. Others of you are going to try to quit drinking alcohol in September. For some of you, it feels like you're going to try the patch on your arm. And you might even have 2 patches, 1 on each arm, to see if that works. I don't know if that's safe to use, but hopefully you'll follow the directions. So if it says just put 1, because I'm focusing on these 2 armbands on this guy, and there's smoke coming out. I'm focusing on the smoke coming out, so it feels like that's not a good idea. Don't put 2 on if it just says to put 1. I also have the King of Coins. For some of you, if you have any livestock, one of them is going to be sick, unfortunately, in September. They are going to get better in September, but I'm focusing on the bull here. Like, it looks like he's puking right now in this card. I don't normally see that. I also have the 8 of Coins. So some of you have designed a new product, and you're going to be launching it in September. For others of you, you just recently launched it, and you're going to be making a lot of sales of this product. And you're very proud of yourself. I can see that. Another card I pulled for you is the King of Staffs. Some of you are going to have to start using a cane or some kind of walking apparatus or something to help you walk. Maybe you were recently in an accident or recently disabled, but in September you're going to have to start using a cane to help yourself get around. Some of you are married and you have 1 child, and you all are going to be arguing over who should keep the child, because you all are going to be divorcing or moving out. One of you is moving out, and you do not see eye to eye on who gets to keep this child the most during the day and who's going to keep this child overnight. Feels like a male child. It looks like there's going to be some unhappiness in September and October over deciding who gets to keep the child longer. Okay, I'm just getting that you're not very happy because of what's going on here with your spouse and your child. For some of you, you're a female and you're sad because the male or the husband, he's going to win custody of the child. And it has something to do with something on your record that may have to do with drugs. And so he's going to get to keep the child more. Okay, let me pull 2 more cards for more messages. I have the Knight of Staffs and the 7 of Swords. The Knight of Staffs feels like some of you are moving right now or going to be moving in September to a bigger house or a bigger apartment. Some of you are moving to go live with your parents temporarily. And for those of you that are moving to your parents' house temporarily, you're not very happy about it, but it looks like or feels like there's something in your arm or your arms, like you got injured or something at work. And so you can't really do anything right now. So you're going to move into your parents' house temporarily because you cannot work. With the 7 of Swords, this feels again like this custody battle where the male is going to be able to take the child home with him or keep the child more. But with this card, the 7 of Swords is telling me that for those of you that go through that, for those of you females that go through that, not to worry, because in a few months, the ex-husband or the male is going to change his tune about how often he wants you to see the child or spend time with the child. He's going to be much more flexible in about 3 months after this decision is made. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that reading, Leo. Thank you for watching my videos. And let me know if you like this format. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. This is Petra at IndigoTarot.club.